Full circle. The Zerg swarm high orbit over the Protoss homeworld of Ire.
You have done well, my Seraphet. The Protoss can do nothing but flee before the onslaught of the swarm. But now you must assault one final site before our conquest is assured. Behold, there is a temple not far from here that lies upon ground most hallowed. Though I have borne witness to the passing of countless millennia, the temple which you must assault is older by far. For it was constructed by my creators, the Xel'Naga, and it marks the site where the Xel'Naga first set foot upon Ire. The temple must be cleared, and the Kadaran crystal set in its place. Only then shall the way be made ready, for it is upon that ground alone that I may be manifest.
I really love the sprinkling of lore that we see here and there. The Xel'Naga first set foot upon the planet of Ire at this sacred temple location. They are considered gods among the Protoss and the Zerg. They are the creators of the Protoss and the Zerg. Fitting it is that we now desecrate this sacred spot by destroying the temple and setting the Kadaran crystal there so that the Overmind can himself implant himself in that same location. Alright, first things first, I want to get 2 hatcheries going. That will speed up our efficiency since we're a lot closer to now to those minerals on the right, but also we'll be able to create units twice as fast with 2 hatcheries rather than 1. Gonna bring my overlords to a safer location, and as soon as I'm able, I need to build a spawning pool. I just realized. That seems like a good spot. As soon as I'm able, I'm going to transform those spore colonies into sunken colonies so that we can have some ground defenses around our bases. So if you notice in the minimap, bottom left, this is a very like thin vertical map. So we'll basically be pushing our way north and not doing much expanding west and east. It's a huge map though, so I mean, I'm sure there's bases hiding around us on the north or on the west and east as well, but our main objectionable force will be on the north, near the temple. We're going to designate this hatchery on the right side to be the one that we evolve to the layer and then to the hive. We might be attacked by some cloaked units, that's why I'm kind of positioning my overlords around my base. They're going to act as sentinels for the cloaked units, the Dark Templar. It's been a couple minutes now. I assume we're going to be attacked soon. I don't want to put the spire. I think my strategy, and it's been working pretty great for about half these missions, is just to go straight Mutalisk build. They are the most mobile units. They're very fast air units, so they don't have to traverse over any terrain. They're not limited by cliffs or rivers or gullies. They can fly as the Mutalisks fly.
Spawn more overlords.
Whoopsie. Getting supply blocked. It's nice that it provided a huge Ultralisk for me, this guy. Most likely I'll keep all the ground units protecting my base, and I'll venture out with my Mutalisks once I get those going. And I'm going to create a Queen's Den, Queen's Hive, whatever they're called, so that I can do all of the tier 3 upgrades of my flying units. Lots of drones we have, so we have a pretty efficient economy right now. Gonna build a few. Oh, here we go. That's why I built that. If they focus fire the extractor, that'll really freeze my ability to create Mutalisks in a timely manner, so we want to make sure that does not get destroyed. I'm going to build a few more sunken colonies around my perimeter of my base. I'm sure they'll send flying units as well, but I'll be able to react quickly with my Mutalisks. As you notice with the two bases, or the two hatcheries, we're able to create units way faster than when we compare it to the other missions, the previous missions. Bringing in minerals and gas very efficiently. So this is the, whoa, hold on one second. Alright, we are going to be harassed a few more times, I'm sure, before we're ready to push out. But what I was about to say was, this is the last mission of the Zerg campaign on Starcraft 1. After this, we will move on to the Protoss. Well, I guess that's technically not true, because there was an expansion pack that came out a couple of years later called the Brood War. I will definitely add those missions into this playlist as well. And that gives me an opportunity to play all of the races one more time. I think each race has about 8 missions in the Brood Wars.
We require more Vespene gas.
But we still have a ways to get there. About 10 or 11 more missions before we get to the Brood War missions. After that, I will definitely play through Starcraft 2 again, all 4 campaigns. When I say 4, we're going to do the Terran campaign, which is called Wings of Liberty. The second one is called Heart of the Swarm, that's the Zerg campaign. And then Legacy of the Void, which is the Protoss campaign. And then afterwards, Starcraft 2 also added their own bonus mission called, I can't remember, it's like the Nova. You play as Nova specifically. She is a Terran ghost character who we'll meet later. Basically the same rank and role of Sarah Kerrigan before she was corrupted by the Zerg. She was also a specialist unit called a Ghost. I'm gonna let my Mutalisk just kind of hover between these two main base areas. It's nice that we found a third mineral patch to the west there. I don't know if there's another extractor though, so we are only limited to that one, unfortunately. But we'll keep scouting around. I'm sure there's another extractor just waiting. A lot of people don't really like the Nova Ghost missions, and I'll admit they don't really add too much to the story. I feel like the story was very complete after Legacy of the Void, but the gameplay I think is fantastic. I'm a big fan of stealth games, stealth missions. So you have the classic, the enemies will have a view cone and they're continuously panning to the right and left. You have to kind of sneak around their view cones and take out the enemies like a stealth ghost would. So, but that'll be at the very end of this playlist. And I'm uploading these videos about every other day, so depending on when you find this playlist, maybe it'll be complete, maybe you'll have to wait every other day for the new videos to be published. I'm going to have my units patrol between the two bases. In the meantime, I'll just continuously build more drones. Oh, we found another base. Just a small outpost. A lot of my ground units are being hit pretty hard. I don't know if that Ultralisk will last much longer. I'm guessing there's some more minerals and Vespene geysers up here. I hope. Alright. While we are attacking to the west, the enemies are attacking on the east side of our base, so I'm going to pull back a lot of our units to deal with that. The sunken colonies are holding off a lot of the zealots. Alright, I think they got like 1 or 2 sunken colonies, but nothing too serious. So I'll build another one to replace that. Alright, oh look at that. There's an assimilator over there, which is the Protoss version of the extractor. So we know there's a geyser. Stop stealing my Vespene gas, little probe. That's all mine. All your base are belong to us. If you're a millennial, you probably got that reference. Alright, we're moving in. We're stealing this one as well. Oh, being attacked again. Oh, we got a big scarab beetle thing. Ah! Get out of the storm! Whoa! We gotta be careful with those psi storms. I think if you sit idly in those as a Mutalisk, I think you'll die. So maybe with all the upgrades, they'll be able to survive. All right, I think I want to get us right between the gas and the minerals. Yeah. Alright, I think we have 4 hatcheries now. We have a potential population of 171. Overall 101 at this point. Tons of minerals. I'm so glad we found another extractor. Or another Vespene geyser to build an extractor on. Now we can get more. We can double our gas production. Alright. I'm upgrading the layer to the hive. That'll give us tier 3 weapons and armor for our flying mutalisks. Hopefully to survive those psi storms that are coming our way. With each Protoss outpost we take out, hopefully that'll decrease the attacks that we experience at our base. I'm kind of nervous about leaving this. Oh, yep, they're sending troops over. They are not going to let us freely take those Vespene geysers, that 4th base, without a fight. I think there's only one ramp up to that area, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, level 3 weapons. No, wait, I think those might be level 2. I have a ton of minerals, so I think I will spend the excess minerals on Zerglings. They're very squishy, but quite effective in a huge swarm. So I will upgrade. Oh goodness, stay away from my base. Got a couple of Protoss scouts that are cloaked because of the Arbiter. Once we take the Arbiter out, the cloak field lifts. Take out the scouts. Alright, we have a couple more zealots hanging out, getting ready to attack, but we saw them before they were able to sneak in here. We're going to expand into the unknown area, the black area of the map. I'm guessing there's a Protoss base to the east of us, maybe the northeast. Oh. We have another patch of minerals there. We'll definitely take those, but they were being protected from the high ground by some Protoss cannons. Another Protoss outpost. Ooh, and another base. Nice. Some healthy patch of minerals there, and nice, another Vespene geyser that we can claim. I love the animation of Protoss buildings exploding. Oh, that was close. That Ultralisk probably has like 2 hit points left. One more shot would have done him in. He's probably not going to live much longer. But we've got a lot of good use out of him so far. Alright. I'm going to kind of do a zigzag pattern of exploring up this map. Kind of like mowing a lawn, I guess. We're mowing the dark areas of the map to kind of reveal slowly up side to side. Lots of minerals over here. In a very random pattern, it seems. Oh, Ultralisk is probably gonna fall. Oh, not quite. Getting close though. As long as my Zerglings can get ahead of him and take a lot of the firepower first, you know, he might be okay. Another geyser. Fantastic. And it looks like we've come to the edge of the land here. I'm getting pretty close to maxing out my population. Oh! I'm at like 75% of my total. We got 2 Archons who just melted my sunken colony. I'm gonna just use one Mutalisk to kind of hold them off just for a second, because I want these guys staying away from my poor little drones. Alright, we got them. I'm gonna have to use a few more drones to create more sunken colonies. Oh, a lot of these mineral patches are just depleted at this point. Gonna save the gas so I can get these final 2 upgrades. Use the excess minerals to create a ton of little zerglings. In the previous video, I think my girl said she would love to have a pet zergling. I agree. I think they're like adorable. They're very fierce. It's almost like a Chihuahua version of the Zerg or something. Now in real life, I think they're about the size of a large dog or small horse. Alright, we're bringing 2 drones over here. Hatchery number, what is this, 5? Got 3 extractors going now. Lots of idle drones. Get them to work.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Oh, for Pete's sake, leave me alone. Alright, I sent the Zerg over there. Even though they couldn't attack the air units, they took a lot of the shots of those carrier fighters. Getting pretty close to maxing out here. Oh, got some idle drones. Get to work. So many minerals. 5,000. Alright, we're gonna gather an entire army. Build a few sunken colonies.
The hive cluster is under attack.
And also an evolution chamber. No! They sniped it! Ah! You jerks. Alright, that's gonna slow down my gas production. Gotta build another one. I'm gonna just send my Zerglings straight in to see what I'm up against here. They'll quickly melt through any ground unit. But once they come up against some air units, ooh, got some enemies on the high ground too. Since I have like 6,000 minerals, my strategy here is just send in as many Zerglings as possible to clear the way as much as we can, destroy as many buildings as possible. And then I'll send in some Mutalisks here in a second. That'll also clear up a lot of my population need for creating Mutalisks. Back on the extractor. So the Protoss have a pretty great defensive force, but I think if we just max out the Mutalisks, we'll be good. Now, in retrospect, I probably should have created the evolution chamber long ago and upgraded the Zerglings, their attack and their armor. I didn't think I'd utilize them as much as I'm going to. I mean, I have thousands of minerals, so I might as well put those towards the Zerglings. And look at that, we're almost maxed out again. I'm just going to kind of click around the map in case a Protoss force is coming to try to snipe one of my extractors again. Let's do a quick save, because I think I'm going to push out now. Hey, there's another Vespene geyser here. I'm going to make a mental note of that. Oh, that's why I wanted to spread out, because they want to sneak in. Nice.
Unacceptable command.
We are at maximum supply. There's the temple. Alright, this should do it. Now the way the AI works is they will attack the most threatening unit first, so whatever's attacking them. So for example, Mutalisks will attack air units that are attacking them before they attack ground units that cannot attack them. Alright. And then I don't think they automatically attack the temple, I think we just have to right click it. This should end it though. I don't know if there's anything we have to do beyond this.
Cerebrate, the Protoss have launched a final offensive to keep us from the ruins. You must hold them at bay for a while longer.
Would have been nice to know, but I think we're gonna be okay. Are we being attacked for real? Way back at the base. What was that? Oh, no, it was just a ping for the drone with the crystal. That's right. We still need to bring a crystal to this location, so I'm going to send him up. And I'm getting a little nervous because the Protoss are sending a final force to my bases. I don't know if I can even get up there. Whoa. They're attacking my little buddy. Alright, the drone that was carrying the Kadarian crystal has fallen. I'll have to send another drone to pick it up and start moving it towards the temple again. Lost about 25% of my army there. Down to 169. So I'll create a few more. And alright. Second drone is on its way. No! You know what? I don't even think I'm going to worry about it. I think we just need to bring... You guys got that right? Ah! Leave my drone alone. Come on. We're running. Escort mission. That little drone is like the orc in Lord of the Rings, the two towers, when he's carrying the torch to blow up the wall. Come on, little buddy. Where are you? Come on, this way. Let's go. Let's go. This is it, right? Yeah, we did it. Alright, guys. I think that's the end of the mission. Thanks so much for watching. Final mission of the Zerg campaign. There's a cinematic here, so stick around. We're going to watch the invasion of Ire. The slow takeover of the homeworld planet of the Protoss.
Now shall the events set into motion so long ago be made complete. For the Protoss too were created by the Zelnaga. They were the first creation, gifted with a purity of form, and we were the second creation, blessed with a purity of essence. Indeed, our two species are but opposite facets of a greater whole. Soon shall our two races be made as one. Thenceforth shall all feel the wrath of the eternal swarm, for the hour of judgment is come.
High Orbit, Protoss homeworld, Ire. The planet Ire and the Overminds makes impact with the planets. Death, destruction. The Zerg swarm. Protoss cities completely destroyed. Zerg Guardians, Zerg Mutalisks, Zerglings, Hydralisks, and finally, the Overmind himself. Epilogue. The Protoss forces, scattered all over the galaxy, were ill-equipped to handle the unexpected assault on their secret homeworld. The massive, extended Zerg swarm smashed against the combined might of the Protoss Empire, culminating in one of the largest battles in galactic history. Having finally manifested himself upon Ire's nexus of cosmic energy, the Overmind began to assert his will upon the unsuspecting Protoss, seeking to finally conclude the great experiment. Meanwhile, Kerrigan, tasked with hunting down the Dark Templar, continues to scour Char for her enemies. Raynor, Tassadar, and Zeratul, unable to divert forces from the defense of Ire, remain trapped on Char and must fend for themselves. Friends, viewers, so much has transpired already in the Starcraft story. We're not even close to finishing. There's many more videos to come in the playlist, so definitely check those out. I really appreciate you being here with me. Until next time, take care of your loved ones, take care of yourself. Goodbye.